Hi, my name is Reynold Belat, Chawau. ID number 502202201666. I'm taking Mechanical of Engineering in UniKL MFI. And my friend?
Hi, my name is Hazim Syahmi bin Mohammad Nazir. I am from Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering, currently in semester 2. My student ID is 5022-012-0261.
So the topic for today is all about Nice, France. Before I go further to the Nice, let me introduce to you the Nice in France. It is located at the France Riviera on the south of east of France in Mediterranean Sea. This is approximately 13 kilometers, around 8.1 miles from the Principality of Monaco and 30 kilometers, 19 miles from the French-Italian border. Nice Airport serves as gateway to the region. The metropolitan area of Nice extends beyond the administrative city limit with a population of nearly 1 million on the area of 744 kilometers square and is about 287 square miles. Nice is one of the 7 most popular urban areas in France and the capital of Alps Maritime Department. The city is nicknamed as Nice la Belle, Nice la Bella in Nicat, which means Nice the Beautiful, which is also the title of unofficial anthem of Nice written by Monica Rondelli in 1912. The area of today's Nice contains Terra Amata, an archaeology site which displays evidence of very early use of fire 380,000 years ago. It is a strategic location and port significantly contribute to its maritime strength. Now this is the Nice flag. Now we will go to the weather in Nice. The average minimum temperature in January is around 5 degrees Celsius, around 41 Fahrenheit. Frost is unusual and snowfall are rarely. The most recent snowfall in Nice was on 26th of February in 2018. Then, a typical July month only record 1 or 2 days with measurable rainfall. The temperature is typical above 26 degrees Celsius and is about 79 Fahrenheit, but rarely above 32 degrees Celsius, about 90 Fahrenheit. Then it has autumn, generally start sunny in September and become more cloudy and rainy towards October, while temperature unusual remain above 20 degrees Celsius, about 68 Fahrenheit, until November, where days start to cool down around 70 degrees Celsius, around 63 Fahrenheit. In Nice, the average percentage of the sky covered by cloud experience significant seasonal variation on course of the year. Now, there's a lot of beautiful places in Nice. I picked my top 3 for the bright and beautiful place in Nice. So the first place is Cobblestone Street of Jaiville. The maze of narrow alley make the cobblestone have different vibes and ambience to the tourists. At the southern end of the old town border, there's a traditional province flower market with outdoor stall where it can give some memorable things to the tourists. At the end of the road, there also a stall that can provide a good food around Nice. It is good for the tourists to enjoy the food. Then we have Notre Dame du Cime. The Notre Dame du Cime is built with stylish quarter of Cime, directly above the ancient ruins of Cimenellum. The tourists also will love to wandering around the monastery, and it is landscaped with Mediterranean trees and rose garden. It gives a good vibes in the area of the Notre Dame. And lastly, is Parc de la Colline du Chateau. Parc de la Colline du Chateau, or the site of the castle hill, was the first area that is to inhabited by the Greeks 2 years ago. Now the property is set aside as the entire park. Also, the oasis offered a lively palms, waterfall, and winding path that invite good vibes to the visitor. The visitor can get a refreshment from the two cafe with outdoor terrace. Now we go to the food in Nice. The first food that I chose is the ratatouille. The ingredient of the ratatouille can be a lot. It is a mix of herb and vegetables such as bay leaf, thymes, marjoram, onion, garlic, carrot, tomatoes, eggplant, and also zucchini. Ratatouille also often served as a side dish. The reason I choose ratatouille because it is one of the most popular food in Nice. Then we have Les Petites Farcies. A classic specialty, take a vegetable such as eggplant, tomato, and zucchini and stuff them with the ground meat, garlics, and breadcrumbs. These Les Petites Farcies can be served either hot or cold.
I am going to proceed with my part for festival celebrate in Nice, some fact about Nice and historical spot in Nice. It's the beautiful city and has their own event celebrated by people at there. One of the event or carnival celebrated in Nice is Nice Carnival. Nice Carnival is the biggest event of the city. It takes place during 2 weeks in February and March, and it has become symbol of Nice. During 2 weeks, the city become a real and unique festival full of costume, music, performance, and many other activities. Many carnival groups or troops come especially from the other part of France to celebrate this huge event. The streets also decorated for the occasion. One event which you can miss is the flower battle which takes place at the Promenade des Anglais. Another carnival in France is La Fête des Mice. This traditional party is also known as La Fête de Nice. It is take place every Sunday of May in the Los Jardins des Arenes de Chimis. In its beginning, the festival turned around the worship of the goddess on earth. But nowadays, it is a big tasting of a local dishes and some folk performance among others. One of the biggest festivals in Nice is the Jazz Festival. The Jazz Festival in Nice has become one of the most important jazz festivals in the world. It is celebrated in the Jardin des Arenes de Chimis, the ancient Roman amphitheater since 1948. It was created as a closing event of the carnival. Since then, it has grown a lot, hosting artists like Ray Charles or Ella Fitzgerald. It is a big festival in which you can enjoy for sure of the good music and the charming environment. Lastly, Ironman is one of carnival held in Nice. Every year in June, the sport world has its eyes riveted on Nice, cradle of the European triathlon, and it is hinterland. The one and only Ironman in France covered their triathlon of sheer distance, 3.8 km of swimming, 180 km of biking, and 42.195 km of foot racing for a total of 225. Nice is the capital city of Côte d'Azur, and Thousands of tourists from across the globe travel to one of the most charming, historic and beautiful cities in France. There is some fact about Nice city in France. 1. The first tourists visit Nice did so almost 400,000 years ago. An archaeological dig on the hill above the Nice port found that transient cave dwellers temporarily settled there and come once a year to hunt wood mammoth. Besides that, the name of Nice was named after the Greek goddess Night. Night personified when it was part of the Greek Empire in 500 before century. During the Italian occupation of the city, the name was changed to Nizza. Then in 1860, when the city became part of France, it was known as Nice. Another fact about Nice city is Nice was the fifth most populous city in France. It also the capital of Alpes Maritime Department and the second largest on the French coast of Mediterranean Sea after Marseille. The Nice-Côte d'Azur Airport acts as a gateway for those who don't have their own helicopter and are planning to travel to other destinations in the region, including Saint-Tropez, Monaco, and Cannes. Lastly, Nice is also known as Nice Label. Directly translated, this means the beautiful and is also the title of an official anthem of Nice, written by Monica Rondelli in 1992. As those who have visited the city can attest the turquoise, spectacular architecture, and rich history. The nickname of accurate description of this beautiful city in the south of France. Other city, Nice also has their historical sport. One of the sports in Nice is pétanque. Pétanque has been played in Nice since the beginning of 20th century. Absolutely everyone play in every area of the Nice. Everything from local tournament to international competition are organized. The top event in Nice is Euro Pétanque. Another game from Nice is Palma. Palma was keenly played in the region until the last war. It is a complete sport close to tennis with no essential difference. It is played with a bare hands, no racket. To play, all you need is a wall highest stand, the widest possible, and a tennis ball or a ball. Bowler's Queries is one of a traditional game from Nice. This traditional game came from gap in hot up. It is practiced in teams by 2, 3 or 4. This is a variant of pétanque. It is played in the same way but with wooden cube. Lastly, Maura is a traditional game around Nice. It is invented in Levant, inland from Nice. The rule of the game is guess the total number of fingers that shown by two opponents. They reveal their finger at the same time. If no one guesses, the games continue. Whenever a player gets the right total, they score the point. This traditional game is played both by children in playground and adults in a tournament.
The address and contact number. So as we know, there's a Malaysian embassy in Paris, France. It is Mr. Ibrahim Abdullah, Malaysian ambassador in France. Then lastly, we have the tourist office Nice. It is located at Avenue Thiers, 06000 Nice, France. So the number is I have stated there, and the contact email is www.nice-azur.org. And that is all for our presentation. Thank you very much.